Alright, so what's up guys? And today with me I have the all new Pixel 8 Pro here in the bay color. And I want to thank Google for sending out this phone for me to check out. They also invited me with a couple of Pixel super fans to the Made by Google event as well, the keynote, and then they sent this phone out. So very grateful for it, and I'm very happy that I am getting to check out the Pixel 8 Pro. So in this video we will be talking about few of my initial impressions about this phone, and I've been using this phone for like the past 4 days now. I have everything set up here. I have my SIM card in it as well. So yeah, I do have a few initial impressions which I wanted to share with you guys. Um, so without any further ado, let's get into the video. So first things first, we'll talk about the physical appearance of this phone. The last Pixel I had was the Pixel 6 here. I still have it, and I still have the Pixel 3 as well here with me. So the new design with the Pixel 6 was very nice. The visor design was amazing. The only downside was it had a glass back. And I am a fan of matte backs, so this thing has a matte back and it feels very amazing in the hand. So that's the first thing that I noticed as soon as I held this phone in my hand. And the overall footprint of this phone is also very nice. It is a little thinner as well, and overall it feels very nice to hold in the hand, and I have no complaints about the feel of the phone. The visor, as well, as you can see, is a little thick this time of the year. The only thing that I don't like about this design is on a few wireless chargers my phone won't charge because of the visor um, interrupting with the wireless coil, because it couldn't reach the coil of the Pixel 8 Pro. But I do have a MagSafe charger as well, so it works fine with that. But it's only a few wireless chargers. For example, I rented a car this weekend and this wouldn't charge because the distance was a lot. So very few examples, but if you have one at your house you can try it, and if it works, it works. So on the sides, as you can see, you have a stainless steel design. Personally, I'm not a huge fan because it accumulates, it shows a lot of fingerprints. um, so I did like the titanium which they introduced on the iPhone 15 Pro this year. The only reason I don't like this is because of the fingerprints, and also it scratches very easily. I'm worried about this camera bar, because it's open and you usually keep your phone on the back. So that's one thing I'm worried about. I won't put any case. I usually don't like putting cases on my phones. So it'll be nice to see how it holds in the long run. So moving on to the front, this time around we have a flat display on the Pixel 8 Pro, and also the Pixel 8. So it's a new welcome change. Last year on the Pixel 7 Pro, it had a curved screen. So I'm a fan of flat screens. So this is a nice thing for me, and it'll also be better with a lot of tempered screen protectors, because then you won't have the curve to be worried about. So it's a nice thing, and I definitely like of how it feels in the hand, and also the looks are amazing. You can easily distinguish it from other phones because of the visor and the colors and all that. So people will easily know that you have a Pixel device in your hand. The next thing is, I want to talk about the bezels. So I am a huge fan of symmetrical bezels. Like on the iPhone, you have symmetrical bezels all around. With this phone, it's very close. So if I open some app with a white background, you can clearly see that the bezels here are almost the same. The bottom bezel is a little thick than the other bezels, but it's very close, and I am a fan of equal bezels. So this is a very nice thing, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, yeah, I like it. And yeah, this is something I look for while buying a phone as well. So now that we're talking about the display, I want to tell you guys how the display on the phone is, and it is amazing. It gets very bright in the sunlight. I've been taking my phone out a lot, and I think it's 2400 nits that Pixel 8 Pro supports. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 2400 nits, and it's been very bright in the sunlight as well. You don't have to worry about the brightness being very low or very high. If you just put it on auto brightness, you'll be all set. So basically the point being that the display is amazing, and the colors are also amazing. Honestly, if I go to the settings, if I go into display, and if I go down to colors, I have set it to adaptive. If you want a more natural look, more toned down look, you can choose the natural mode, but I honestly like the boosted colors of the phone. So yeah, if you want a nice display with nice colors, go with the Pixel 8 Pro. And I think the display is even more saturated than the one on the iPhone 15 Pro Max. Um, and I personally like how the colors pop on the Pixel device. So if you are a fan of that, this is amazing. So another thing with this display is it has the LTPO technology, which means the refresh rate goes down to 1 hertz, which eventually will help you save a lot of battery as well. So if I go to my developer options, if I go down to, okay, so if you look for show refresh rate option on in the developer options, basically if I turn it on, as you can see, it goes down to 1 hertz. So if I just swipe again, it goes up to 120 hertz. But then if the app is not using anything, it goes down to 1 hertz, as you can see. So it's a good addition to the display technology, which eventually, as I said, will help you save a lot of battery if you have it turned on. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is are the haptics on this phone. Because I've been used to the iPhone so much, and iPhone supposedly have the best haptics in the market. Um, I am used to the good haptics on the iPhone, but with this phone, the haptics are amazing. I had the Pixel 6 as well, and the haptics were good, but these haptics are something else. Um, as a matter of fact, if I go into sounds and vibrations, I have haptics turned on for literally everything, even for the keyboard as well. So if I type on the keyboard, I still get the haptics, and the haptics are very strong. So that's another good thing that I found about the phone is it has a good set of haptics, and I would definitely, if you have this phone, turn on the haptics and you won't be disappointed at all. So let's now talk about the performance of this phone. And I've been using this, as I said, for the past 4 days now, and honestly I had no slowdowns, nothing. I am also running the latest beta on this phone. So um, as you can see, the build number is U1B2. Here also, if you can see, it's 14, the beta. This is the version 2.0 that I'm running on my Pixel. um, so yeah, the performance has been amazing. As you can see, I have so many apps open in the background, and the RAM is also pretty good to keep all the apps in the background. So as you can see, all my things are still kept in the background. I think this phone has 12 gigs of RAM, so performance is no issue, and the new Tensor G3 chip is also very amazing. So just for the initial impressions, I'll say there's no issues with the performance, there's no slowdowns, there's no app crashes, nothing like that. So I'll go more deep into all of this in my full review, but for the initial impressions, for the past 4 days, I have no slowdowns, nothing. So you can easily count on this phone. I don't game on my phone, so I can't talk about the gaming side of the performance, but just the regular use, camera, social media, and all that works very fine on this phone. So that's a good thing. Now let's come to the battery, and this is the one thing that I care a lot about in a phone, is having a good battery life. That is the reason why I went with the 15 Pro Max this year instead of the 15 Pro, because I wanted a good battery life. So if I go into my battery real quick, I just charged this phone. So I don't have the battery graph here with me, but one thing I can tell you for sure is that this phone will last you a full day. The battery, I think Pixels take like a week to optimize the battery on your usage. So I would still give it a little time for to get like a solid reading on what the battery life is. But for the past 4 days, it's been good. I've been finishing my days with like 20% battery left in the Pixel, so that's a good thing. So solid battery life as well, but I will still give it time to optimize the battery to my usage, and then in a week in the full review I'll be going deep into the battery life as well. So the thing with Pixel is people usually get Pixel for the google googliness of the phone, the software and everything. I'm a huge fan because of the software itself. No bloatware, nothing, it's just classic Google. And as I said, I'm running on the Android 14 beta, as you can see, Android 14 with the October security patch as well. So I feel software is the one thing people don't really care about, and with this phone Google has promised 7 years of software updates, which will eventually go to 2030. So if you plan on keeping this phone for a long term, you are basically all set. It's running Android 14 now, and you'll get supported for the next 7 years of Android updates. So that's one thing that Google promised, and I hope they keep the promise, and I'm excited to see where this device goes in the long term. And with the software comes many AI features as well, which I won't be covering in this video. I'll cover it in my full review. But the AI features are amazing. I tried a few and my mind was blown, obviously. So all that will be covered in the full review. The magic editor, the magic eraser, the audio eraser, and all that will be covered in the full review. So one thing left to talk about in this video is the camera, and it is what Pixels are known for. And I feel this year Google didn't disappoint at all. This camera is very nice. All the lenses are nice. They have improved the main lens and the ultra wide as well. The 5x telephoto is amazing. I personally like the 5x on my Pro Max as well, and this one is also pretty nice. So the camera is nice. The camera UI is also very amazing. As you can see, it's a new UI, and yeah, like you also have Pro mode now in the camera, so you can mess with that if you want. Other than that, you have Pro settings. I have it on 50 megapixel RAW. I shoot RAW, and I like to edit in Lightroom as well once I shoot on my phone. So I do edit on Lightroom. So what I'll do for now as initial impressions, I don't have a lot of photos that I took on the Pixel 8 Pro here, but what I'll do is I'll as many photos that I took, I'll just, after this video, once this video ends, I'll just put them just for you guys to see what the camera is capable of. So yeah, other than that, I think that is pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions regarding the Pixel 8 Pro, put them down in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to reply to you guys. But yeah, more videos on the Pixel 8 Pro coming very soon, so stay tuned for that as well. And also stay tuned for the full review, which will also be coming soon. And I also have a few cases that a few companies sent me for the Pixel 8 Pro, so I'll be taking a look at those as well. But other than that, that is pretty much it for this video. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.